I know. Just rubbing it in my face now. Good. Okay, welcome to the November 24th Village of Shawnee Hills Council meeting. For all that can, please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Here. Either here, Rosa.
Here.
Ben.
Here.
Patrick.
Here.
Zimmerman. Here.
Okay, approval of the minutes from November 10th. Anything on page 1? Page 2? Page 3? All right, motion to approve the minutes from the 10th.
Kate.
Yeah.
Either yes, Rosa.
Yes.
Manning.
Yes.
Patrick.
Abstain.
Zimmerman.
Yes.
All right, any questions on tonight's agenda?
I'd like to make a motion to add an executive meeting for discussion or in under ORC 122 G5 to discuss matters required to be kept confidential by state statute.
We miss a number.
121.
121.22 G5.
I have a second.
Second.
Kate.
Yes.
Either yes, Rosa.
Yes.
Manning.
Yes.
Patrick.
Yes,
Zimmerman.
Yes. We're gonna put it.
Yes.
after the treasurer's report.
I can make a motion. Or you done.
Do you need to say who you were including in that too, or no?
When you make the.
When I make
Okay,
it,
cool.
All right, do I have a motion to approve the amended
I need
agenda?
to make a motion for that. That's why I was waiting to see if he was done. I need to make a motion to change the title for, or the name of the title for ordinance 38-2025.
No, if you're gonna amend that at the time.
Oh, do I wait for that?
Yep.
Okay, sorry, never mind.
Joking?
Just kidding.
Okay,
JK,
all right, now do I have a motion to approve the agenda, the amended agenda?
so moved.
So.
Kate.
Yes.
Either yes, Rosa.
Yes.
Manning.
Yes.
Patrick.
yes,
Zimmerman.
Yes.
Okay, Brian,
Thank you, Mayor. Did very little 2 weeks before then, had a council meeting, tons of things happened in the last 2 weeks, so I've been pretty busy. One of the things I've been working on for Shawnee Hills and some of our, really all of our other clients, was that new cybersecurity law that was adopted. How to write code change last year, those have to be in place by April, February or April. Anyway, we're working on these cybersecurity policies that all public entities have to have as part of their policies and procedures, so expect to see something after the first of the year on that. So we're putting those together and trying to tailor them to each individual public or applicable subdivision as best we can. I attended the Evans Farm Gen board meeting with Kathy on the 12th. I'm sure she'll report on that. And I've been working with Russ on just all the different issues. I don't want to call them issues, all the different things with Mark's retirement, resignation. There's a lot going on there, a lot of moving parts, so I've been helping out as best I can there, and then also worked on 2 pieces of legislation on the agenda tonight, the 2 first reading resolution 14/2025, ordinance 30. A lot going on.
any questions for Brian? Maybe later. All right, thank you, Brian. Russ?
I said, Mark was having health issues. And with that came some challenges with way we've always done things and how we want to move forward. And I know there's been plenty of conversation over the years as to what we need to look like in the future, and what's beneficial to the village. So with all that in mind, we decided to break the code enforcement officer position out to a part-time code enforcement position. That would allow that individual very few hours a week to come in and enforce the codes that we have proactively, and hopefully professionally. And then putting the new position, which been through USD and finance, but the part-time code enforcement position does add some costs. Very minimal. The full-time position replacing Mark's position of planning and zoning manager would interface with residents that are, everything from residents putting a deck on to the developer like Romeo Hughes, and it's no surprise we have a lot of prospective things. We have a lot of areas that, such as Shawnee Square that we think are going to redevelop here soon. We want it done right. We want it done in the village's best interest. We want to protect the residents. And I think bringing someone in that focuses on those things and at the same time looks at our existing plans, such as the stormwater management plan, and works with UST and council and me on how to approach those issues, and Chris on how to approach those issues, that becomes familiar with our plans, creates relationships with our neighboring communities so that when things come in that impact us, we're in the know. We're at the table. So the idea would be to create this other position or replace Mark's position with this position, which essentially breaks his duties out into two and adds some things to this new role. Our target would be a college graduate that is specializes in an area like development or growth or planning. And so with that comes some knowledge, and we have been working with Morpsey to locate some qualified candidates. So having that relationship with Morpsey helps us out even more. So we have that one. Are there any questions on that, or do we want to address it when it comes up? Okay. Moving on, some of the paving's done. The weather has been less than stellar. They call me on Monday and say, hey, we're going to be here Wednesday or Thursday, and it rains. Or in one case it snowed. So West Old Powell, I know there's a section of West Old Powell about 600 feet from Westview towards Dublin Road that needs paved and milled. They're saying Wednesday and Thursday. I don't think he realized that Thursday's Thanksgiving. So we'll see. Maybe they come in and get it all done on Thursday. It's not that far. There's no reason why they can't come in and knock it all out Wednesday. One of our code situations with Shawnee One LLC, Shawnee Square, was cited in the municipal court. The prosecutor's office did file those charges, so we look forward to hopefully some light cleaned up at Shawnee Square. Met with a grant writer last week. I think Mayor was on that meeting, and we linked them with Chris should help us be able to work to obtain some funding for larger projects like sidewalks along Dublin Road. I saw that came up on Facebook. I'm like, we have a plan for that. We're trying to match money for that. And we think the grant writer might help. I'm waiting on their proposal as to what it's gonna cost us. I don't think of the finance. The Christmas tree is up. Reminder, the tree lighting is December 5th at 5:30. We will have reindeer. We have a singer this year, live music from the church, and a visit from Santa. Some of the statements that have been made on social media, I want to be perfectly clear, this is a family event. It is inside the Dora, so is our Monahan Park is inside the Dora. It's not a wild party or it's not focused on alcohol sales. It is a family event. While beverages can be purchased from Shawnee Station and consumed within the Dora, just like every other event we host in the village, it does not have an alcohol focus. It's not a party. It's not a frat party. We're very happy that our local businesses are partnering with us and want to help us create an environment that's festive and good for our families and young residents. So very, very happy for that. That's all I have.
All right, my police chief.
Oh, he's here too. Couple of things on the police department end. We're having a canned food drive. We shared it on Facebook. It will start the 24th. Starts today. There's a list of things that we're going to take in, non-perishable soups, mostly holiday related items, so families can have holiday dinners. We are partnering with the Dublin Powell Church of Christ on that, so they're going to get to pick through our boxes first. And then anything that they can't utilize, or if we overwhelm their supplies, we'll take elsewhere in Delaware. We've had mixed returns on our drive we've had. We've had so much with build a trailer and 2 cruisers, and then we've struggled to fill a box. So I didn't want to promise a food pantry in Delaware a large deposit from us. So we'll see what we can get. Hopefully we get overwhelmed. Wrap up 2025 administratively. I'm working on planning for 2026. Our training, our goals and things. I'm hoping in January or February, once safety gets situated, we have a meeting. So looking forward to that. And then just your reminder, it is the holiday season. Please lock your cars at night. Make sure your garage doors are closed. You're out at the mall, you're out shopping, or you're away from your home. Don't leave gifts, don't leave valuables in plain sight, especially from the front door. If you can look in your front door and you can see a big pile of Christmas gifts and you're not home, we don't want to entice someone or make you a target from thieves. So please help us help you.
Okay, that's it. All right. Carol?
Julie, can I get you to pass some stuff out for me? What did you do here? What I got here is the Chamber of Commerce annual report. And I know that none of you were at our annual meetings because I was there and you weren't. But I wanted you to see what we have been doing, what the chamber has done. That's a very, very busy and productive year. We had 3 ribbon cuttings. We have signed up 7 new members. We presented scholarships to 2 to Shawnee Hills residents. And we had a really fun little play where somebody got killed, but I'm not gonna tell you who, because to give us the rules of the play, to tell you who the perpetrator was. But I don't know if you have any questions or anything I can answer on. But I think we had a pretty good year. Any questions? Thanks for letting me present it. If you have any questions, we're perfectly willing to have you call me. I think we had a very productive year of promoting businesses in the village.
All right. Thank you, Carol.
Thanks.
You want one? I got one.
All right. As Russ said, we were on a call with grant writers last week. That's something that when I first got here, there was a grant writer kind of that helped out, but I can't say that I know that we got any grants as a result of it. It sounds like a pretty established outfit. And has since talked to Chris Tebby to see where they could maybe help out with finding some money for future projects as far as like the Main Street plan or sidewalks, things like that. I don't want to say the problem with it, but everything has a cost to it. So if we are to employ them as a partner, obviously we have to decide, is there going to be some sort of return on our investment? So we'll decide that. We haven't seen figures yet, but I mean, I think it was a good call. And the girl that was on the phone, she actually has a connection to the village. She has family that lives in the village. So she's in Cincinnati, but she's well aware of our situation. So that was last week? And then the other thing was I wanted to congratulate Mark, whether you call it retirement, resigning. Mark dedicated 23 years, I think it was, to the village. And if you go back and look, there was a time when Mark was the only guy that was plowing the roads. So I think at least in the time that I've been here, I always felt like our road plowing was like, I always used to love leaving Shawnee Hills, seeing everybody else's road, and our roads were always clear. And, so I just want to thank him for his 23 years of dedication and commitment to the village. So it was, if it's retirement, is well worth it. And that's all I have.
Just want to thank all the people who helped and assisted with the Veterans Day program. We had our speaker, Amber Hudson from Mash Pantry. It's fantastic mission. We had the Purple Star Club from Scioto High School with Mr. Witt and the young ladies who set it all up. So, and everyone else who did everything. So I appreciate it. And it was a very good event and it was a nice turnout. That's all I got.
All right, committees?
UST met tonight, pretty much went over everything that was discussed from Russell's conversation earlier about Mark retirement, creating 2 positions and just a general go over to make sure that everybody was acceptable to them.
Finance met right after UST. The only thing that we did not discuss, the thing we did discuss apart from what Russ just presented with regards to the planning and zoning project management officer and code enforcement officer was the RETA tax collections, and the total for this year is about $115,000 more than we had last year at this time. So we still have another month to go. It looks like if everything holds, we're going to have a good year. That's it.
Jed, we passed our budget for next year. The revenue from the JED, it's really only counted for 3 years now, has gone down one year for next. So I'm not sure why. There's been quite a bit of turnover in the businesses at Evans Farm. So they don't seem to stay very long, so you're losing as people move on. We have to select a new chair because the prior, whatever you want to say, has missed several meetings. So he's been required to be replaced. And we're looking at a planning person from Orange Township who's already several on a different chair, so.
Is it the one in Worthington? The one with Worthington?
As I treasured for 2, he's. We're filling it, so.
All right, anyone else?
Yeah, we, on the 19th, the Public Arts Committee met. We talked about the bridge artifact that we finished up, that's in the meeting room. Also, we're looking to get a historical marker for this, and we're working on actually, we have to put together like a report to get a historical marker, which we're working on. We worked on, our January goals, things for next year's, call for art, and maybe a competition piece. Over the weekend, they did a birds, berries, and branches here with the blooms. The arts committee in the back room had they call it a recycled artistry. So you take tubes, paper, cardboard, wood pieces, and the kids make things. They had a really good time. So Maggie Bogus put that one together with her daughter Liv. I was there helping them. And it was a fun event. We had a good time. I made a nice little piece too, so I was impressed. And so that was that. We've we talked about our logo. We finally came up with one, so we're putting that together now. And that is about it. We've worked a little, and that's what so far. Russ was there and Dave was going to lay on the land or certain things we're going to be for the future and things he'd like to see. And Russ gave everybody a really good rundown. So appreciate him coming. Actually, he came twice.
He came a day early.
I know, and a day early. So that's it. Thank you.
Any other? All right, we'll go to legislative actions. This is a third reading ordinance 35-2025. An ordinance to appropriate funds for current expenses and other expenditures of the Village of Shawnee Hills, State of Ohio during the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2026. Any questions? All right, do I have a motion to adopt ordinance 35-2025?
So moved.
Yes.
Either, yes, Rutherford.
Yes.
Stanton.
Yes.
Hatcher.
Yes.
Zimmerman.
Yes.
All right, this is a first reading, resolution 14-2025, a resolution accepting the expedited type 2 petition for annexation of plus or minus 0.709 acres from Concord Township to the village of Shawnee Hills and declare an emergency. Any questions on this? Discuss this, I don't know, early fall, September, August, September?
Maybe it's just last.
This is back from the county.
For a bit, last pieces.
All right, do I have a motion to suspend the second and third reading and declare resolution 14-2025 an emergency?
So,
Second.
Just so everyone out there watching realizes council has 60 to 120 days to adopt this, so you have to do it by an emergency. You can't get 3 readings plus 30 days.
Gates,
Yes.
Isaac, yes, DeRosa.
Yes.
Stanley.
Yes.
Hatcher.
Yes.
Zimmerman.
yes,
All right, do I have a motion to adopt resolution 14-2025?
Second.
Gates,
Yes.
Isaac, yes, DeRosa.
Yes.
Stanley. Yes. Hatcher.
Yes.
Zimmerman.
yes.
All right, so we've been talking about this for 2 hours now tonight. Everybody's been involved. So this is a first reading ordinance 38-2025, an ordinance creating and establishing the full-time position of zoning, planning, and project management officer and declare an emergency.
I need to make a motion on that to change the name.
Well, change the type throughout.
So zoning. What is that? Planning and zoning manager. So it goes from zoning manager and project, I can't talk. Yeah, too much. Zoning, planning and project management officer to planning and zoning manager.
All right, so I have to make a motion to adopt his amendment.
Yeah, need a motion, well, you need a second on this.
I just.
Oh.
Second.
Gates, Isaac, yes, DeRosa.
Yes.
Stanley. Yes. Hatcher.
Yes.
Zimmerman.
Yes,
All right. So this is a first reading. Do I have to read it again with the new title?
No, if someone wants to.
Okay.
The second, third reading on the amended. Get back and have me.
All right, I have a
So moved. To suspend.
Thank you.
Sorry, thank you.
second,
Gates,
Yes.
Isaac, yes, DeRosa.
Yes.
Stanley.
Yes.
Hatcher.
Yes.
Zimmerman.
yes,
All right, motion to adopt ordinance 38-2025.
So moved.
second,
Gates,
Yes.
Isaac, yes, DeRosa.
Yes.
Stanley. Yes. Hatcher.
Yes.
Zimmerman.
yes,
All right, approval on the bills in the amount of $140,013.58.
So moved.
second,
Gates,
Yes.
Isaac, yes, DeRosa.
Yes.
Stanley. Yes. Hatcher.
Yes.
Zimmerman.
yes,
All right, so a motion to approve the treasury report is written.
Second.
Gates,
Yes.
Isaac, yes, DeRosa.
Yes.
Stanley. Yes. Hatcher.
Yes.
Zimmerman.
yes,
All right, this time I make a motion to move to executive meeting under ORC 121.22 G5 to discuss matters required to be kept confidential by state statute, including the mayor, solicitor, administrator, with the council.
Yes.
Isaac, yes, DeRosa.
Yes.
Stanley. Yes. Hatcher.
Yes.
Zimmerman.
yes.
All right,
You are the slow, you're just now getting to your seat.
make a motion, return from the executive session.
Someone,
Second.
yeah,
I said yes, Rose said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Any miscellaneous business? Justin,
Always gotta look down.
nothing? I looked that way. I
He
see.
did, I'd like to delay this any.
All right, do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved. Second.